There isn't much to say about Mayo Chiki simply because it's one of those generic anime shows that make you feel good and at the same time offer some decent comedy. It is quite enjoyable, but there's nothing new about its story and is just another excuse for delivering a lot of fan service. But cliché is never really that big of a problem because if you think about it, pretty much every anime is cliché in one way or the other. It all just comes down to how it is being executed and how creatively a cliched storyline unfolds. So for an anime that wants to stand out in one way or the other, it should take a slightly different approach towards its execution in order to make it look refreshing and impress the viewers. Mayo Chiki is quite generic, but it does a pretty good job with its execution by introducing a slightly new premise and also some hilarious jokes. The premise of the anime that revolves around a guy who has a phobia of talking to women and a girl who fakes her gender to become a butler is quite interesting and is enough to make you stay for an entire season. Being a harem-based romance anime, the presence of ecchi is pretty obvious, but surprisingly, in this case, the ecchi never really goes overboard. Each ecchi scene is backed up with some relevant build-up and never really pops up awkwardly. Some of the build-up scenes are really cliched as well, but it's good to see that the anime is making an attempt to stand out a little. One thing that really makes Mayo Chiki memorable is its well-developed characters, especially the three main characters who pretty much start off as complete strangers, but as the show makes progress, their bond strengthens in the most subtle ways. Initially, all of them do come off as typical high school harem characters, but later, they develop unique personality traits that make you fall in love with them. And for someone like me, who was expecting the show to be all about the pervert shenanigans of the characters, it was surprising to see that the characters went way beyond the typical, generic nonsense that we see these days. After a few episodes itself, it becomes very obvious that Mayo Chiki is not really making an attempt to stand out. But even then, it brings out a very well-paced story with some very strong, unique elements added to it. It even sends out a deeper message where it shows you how the opposite sex feels in certain situations. Mayo Chiki is not even close to being perfect, but its level of self-awareness is truly astonishing. And I feel it's anime shows like these that deserve a new season because of the amount of potential it has in them. Speaking of a new season, we might have some news regarding that in the next section. Mayo Chiki Season 1 premiered on July 8, 2011 and went on till September 30, 2011. It had a total of 13 episodes. Since then, some fans have been trying really hard to get in a new season by signing online petitions, but from the studio's end, there hasn't been a single word since the end of the first one. Though the anime became a little popular soon after its release, the sales of the series have not been enough to make a new season. So it's better to not expect anything as of now because it will just lead to further disappointment. In the future, if the creators come up with a new season, that'll be great, but till then, you can always watch other anime of the same genre, or you can even start reading the original manga. If we get any official confirmation, we will update this section with Mayo Chiki Season 2 release date. Thank you for watching our video. Hope you like it. Hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe our channel.